Good morning students, I welcome you all for the online class of business studies. Today we will be learning the next topic of encouraging people, that is the leadership. Leadership is a inbuilt quality of a person in which he do the best for all, in which he shows his capability that he is a leader and he can take a group of people under him. So that is known as leadership. Whenever we hear the success stories of an organization, we are immediately reminded of their leaders. Can you imagine Microsoft without Bill Gates, Reliance Industries without Ambani, Infosys without Narayan Murthy, Tata without J.R.D. Tata, or Wipro without Azim Premji? You would say it is not possible to achieve success without such great leaders. The leaders always play a key role for the success and excellence of any organization. Let us understand the concept of leadership, its importance and qualities of good leader. Leadership is the process of influencing the behavior of people by making them strive voluntarily towards achievement of organizational goals. Leadership indicates the ability of an individual to maintain good interpersonal relation with followers and motivate them to contribute for achieving organizational objectives. So that is known as leadership quality. So in this leadership quality, students, what we are doing, what we have learned, that it is a process of influencing the behavior of people by making them strive voluntarily towards achievement of organizational goals. Features of leadership. An examination of the above definition reveals the following important features of leadership. Leadership indicates ability of an individual to influence others. Leadership tries to bring change in the behavior of others. Leadership indicates interpersonal relations between leader and followers. Leadership is exercised to achieve common goals of the organization. Leadership is a continuous process. The term leader emerges from leadership. An individual possessing attributes of leadership is known as leader. While discussing about leadership, it is important to understand leader-follower relationship. Many times the success of an organization is attributed to the leader, but due credit is not given to the followers. Many followers-related factors like their skill, knowledge, commitment, willingness to cooperate, team spirit, etc. make a person an effective leader. So these are the qualities, you can say, student, what a person possesses to get a leadership quality. Willingness. First of all, a person must have this quality that he himself must be interested in the work which he desire to do with all. This skill must be required, knowledge is required, that must be inbuilt in the person. So that makes a leadership quality. It is said that followers make a person a good leader. Yes, definitely. When a person is having good number of followers, definitely the person can be considered as leader and accepted as leader. Therefore, it is to be recognized that both leader and follower play key role in leadership process. Importance of leadership. Leadership is a key factor in making any organization successful. History reveals that many times difference between success and failure of an organization is leadership. It is aptly mentioned by Stephen Covey, a famous management consultant, that managers are important but leaders are vital for lasting organizational success. A leader not only commits but his followers to organizational goals, but also pools needed resources, guides and motivates subordinates to reach the goals. The importance of leadership can be discussed from the following benefits to the organization. Leadership influences the behavior of people and makes them to positively contribute their energies for the benefit of the organization. Good leaders always produce good results through their followers. A leader maintains personal relation and helps followers in fulfilling their needs. He provides needed confidence, support and encouragement, and thereby creates congenial work environment. Leader plays a key role in introducing required changes in the organization. So these were the qualities of a leader. Besides that, many other leadership qualities are there. First 3 points what is said, it influences the behavior of people and makes them to positively contribute to their energy for the benefit of the organization. Then it is said a leader maintains the personal relation and helps the followers in fulfilling their needs. And the third said a leader plays a key role in introducing required changes in the organization and clarifies and inspires people to accept changes wholeheartedly. Thus, he overcomes the problem of resistance to change and introduces it with minimum discontent. contentment. A leader handles conflicts effectively and does not allow adverse effects resulting from the conflicts. A good leader always allows his followers to ventilate their feelings and disagreement but persuade them by giving suitable clarifications. Leader provides training to their subordinates. A good leader always builds up its successor and helps in smooth succession process. So that is the leadership quality. It provides training also to the subordinate. It handles conflicts effectively and shows the leadership quality. Instead of mixing in the conflict, he makes the conflict to be settled down and does not allow adverse effects resulting from the conflicts. Now the qualities of a good leader. What are the good qualities possessed by a good leader? Are there any common traits, qualities applicable to all good leaders? How many such qualities should a leader possess to be successful? One approach to leadership emphasizes that a person should possess certain qualities or traits to become a successful leader. It assumes that leaders can be distinguished from non-leaders by certain unique traits possessed by them. The qualities of good leaders are as defined by some researchers as shown in the box in previous page. Some of these qualities are explained below. Physical features. Physical features like height, weight, health, appearance determine the physical personality of a leader, individual. It is believed that good physical features attract people. Health and endurance helps a leader to work hard, which inspire others to work with same tempo. Knowledge. A good leader should have required knowledge and competence. Only such person can instruct subordinate correctly and influence them. So the second quality a leader must have is knowledgeable. Integrity. A leader should possess high level of integrity and honesty. He should be a role model to others regarding the ethics and values. Next, initiative. A leader should have courage and initiative. Means first he must start the work, then only he must ask the other to start the work. If he is quiet and silent for starting the work and asking others to do, it is totally wrong. He should not wait for opportunities come to his way. Rather, he should grab the opportunity and use it to the advantage of organization. The next is communication skills. A leader should be a good communicator. He should have the capacity to clearly explain his ideas and make the people to understand his ideas. He should be not only good speaker but a good listener, teacher, counselor and persuader. Motivation skills. A leader should be an effective motivator. He should understand the needs of people and motivate them through satisfying their needs. Self-confidence. A leader should have high level of self-confidence. He should not lose his confidence even in most difficult times. In fact, if the leader lacks self-confidence, he cannot provide confidence to his followers. Next is decisiveness. Leader should be decisive in managing the work. Once he is convinced about a fact, he should be firm and should not change opinions frequently, because it will create a bad image of the leader before the group and maybe followers will quit. Social skills. A leader should be sociable and friendly with his colleagues and followers. He should understand people and maintain good human relations with them. So these were the 9 qualities a leader must possess. I will again name before you the qualities of a good leader. The first is physical features. Second is knowledgeable. Then the next is integrity. Then the next initiative, communication skill, motivation skill, self-confidence, decisiveness, social skills. This quality must be possessed by a leader to have a good type of leadership quality. However, we should remember that all good leaders may not necessarily possess all the qualities of a good leader. In fact, it is not possible for any individual to have all the qualities, but an understanding about these qualities helps the managers to acquire them through training and conscious efforts. The next topic of the last topic of this chapter is communication. Communication plays key role in the success of a manager. However, how much professional knowledge and intelligence a manager possesses becomes immaterial if he is not able to communicate effectively and his subordinate and create understanding in them. So what the thing is needed is communication. If communication is lacking, definitely we cannot settle any problems, we cannot disclose our problems. Directing abilities of a manager mainly depend upon his communication skills. That is why organizations always emphasize on improving communication skills of managers as well as employees. The word communication has been derived from the Latin word communis, which means common, which consequently implies common understanding. Communication is defined in different ways. Generally, it is understood as a process of exchange of ideas, views, facts, feelings, etc. between or among people to create common understanding. Some of the definitions given by management experts are presented in the box. A close examination of above definition reveals that communication is the process of exchange of information between two or more persons to reach common understanding. So that is the communication process and communication. Extents of elements of communication process. Communication has been defined as a process. This process involves elements like source, encoding media, channel receiver, decoding, noise and feedback. These are the parts of communication. Source. To tell some people about something, we must have some evidence and some source from where we are telling to them the information. Encoding. When we are sending the messages, first it is encoded, and when it is received by the person, it is decoded. So that was encoding and decoding. Then the media. Right media must be needed. Some news are published through the newspaper, some news are said by the phone, some news are said by the television. So a proper media must be there, channel must be there, receiver must be there, and the noise and feedback, that is a common part of the communication. The process is represented in figure. The elements involved in communication process are explained below. Very first is sender. Sender means person who conveys his thoughts or idea to the receiver. The sender represents the source of communication. The very first is message. It is the content of ideas, feelings, suggestions, orders, etc. intended to be communicated. Encoding. It is the process of converting the message into communication symbols such as words, pictures, gestures, etc. Media. It is the path through which encoded message is transmitted to receiver. The channel may be in written form, face-to-face, phone call, internet, etc. Decoding. It is a process of converting encoded symbols to the sender of the sender. Receiver. The person who receives the communication of the sender. The next is the feedback. It includes all those actions of receiver indicating that he has received and understood message of sender. Next is noise. Noise means some obstruction or hindrance of communication. This hindrance may be caused to sender, message or receiver. Some examples of noise are ambiguous symbols that lead to faulty encoding, a poor telephone connection, an inattentive receiver, faulty decoding, prejudice obstructing the poor understanding of message, gesture and posture that may distort the message. So these were the various things which will provide us with the communication. These were the parts of communication, and what we have learned is the noise. What are the types of disturbance we can get while we are communicating. In the next video we will be going to learn the importance of communication. In that importance of communication, we will be going to learn how the way communication is important in motivating any person, in directing any person. Because without communication, see a student, it is incomplete. As one person is ordering to someone else, definitely feedback is required by other, that yes or no, that they have understood or not. That can be possible when proper communication is done. So importance of communication we will be going to learn in the next video. Thank you.